The hazards of humility. Now, you ask anybody with some common sense, even myself, my opinions on humility and should people have it? Of course. Of course. But too much of anything is not very much of a good thing. And I'll explain. You see, too much of humility will enable you, in fact, damn near force you to keep making settlements because you don't want to uh, get too fiery. You don't want to come off as an asshole or too sassy or whatever. The fact of the matter is, there are a lot of Wolverines out here in the form of humans, and they'll pick at you. You know, fucking hyenas just take little stabs at you, little stabs at you. You know what I'm saying? And if you're too humble, you turn the other cheek. You internalize it. It eats you up. It really does. Now, as I'm saying this, I'm starting to think of the dichotomy, but a lot of people aren't prepared for that. I mean, a lot of the people who may practice martial arts, who can stay, you know, even tempered and can kind of play it down a little bit. Everybody's not ready for that. So I'm somewhat speaking to the common man. Maybe I'm speaking to my immaturities, and as well as other people. Maybe there's a bit of insecurity in what I'm trying to say. But let me go on a little bit further. Sometimes you gotta tell people what it is without walking on eggshells. All right. Now, if you're too humble, you may not do that. You know what I'm saying? I depending on where you live, and I mean, coming from where I'm from, you can't be polite all the time. You just really can't. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like if you are polite all the time, you better have some wolves on your team. That's all I can say. So I don't know. Maybe I got some growing up to do, but people have been trying me my whole life. All right, I'm a little guy. I'm trying to bulk up a little bit, put on some muscle, but I'm a little guy. People gonna be trying me for the rest of my life. It is what it is. Okay, men gonna try me, women gonna try me. That may be the case for you. All right. So yes, be polite. Yes, be humble, but never lose that animal in you. Never. All right. Never. Always have that fight in you. Okay. And it's all about preparation. Don't go looking for fights or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. So so earlier I was talking about like making settlements. You know what I'm saying? The type of settlements where now you don't want to tell people no because you're afraid that they may get upset, or you know what I'm saying? You just feel obligated to say yes, but what about your own personal obligations? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, can you do this for me? Nah, I can't because I have things to do. You know what I'm saying? Why are you the designated person to do everything for everyone? It's because you're too much of a pushover. You're too humble. You're too humble. And sometimes humility is what lets that woman slip away from you. Too humble. You think, in fact, you're doing her a disservice by not telling her what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're being too humble to the point where you're in the friend zone. All right, you keeping yourself in the friend zone. You don't want to be there. Okay, yes, you don't have to have sex with every woman that you come in contact with. Okay, I believe that. I love having female friends where there won't be any sex. Or no sexual attraction too. You know what I'm saying? It helps to have lesbian friends. It really does. Okay, that way you just completely turned off from that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a fucking misogynist person, you let people have their preferences. You don't butt in. All right. But yeah, man, you you stay. You're too humble. You let that woman slip away. Sometimes you gotta step out of that. Sometimes you can't be off the smooth. Hey, I was just thinking maybe you and I could. No. Sometimes it's gotta be like, hey, look. It's like this. This is what I want. The desire is kind of too strong. I can't really play this side of the field. You know what I'm saying? What it gonna be? Sometimes it gotta be like that. That's not really something that a humble man would say. That doesn't make you not humble for saying it, but sometimes you gotta step out of that box just so you can be as direct as possible. And I think that when the humility level is too high, you think that you're doing the right thing by letting the woman decide what it's going to be, and it's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? You have to put in the action, okay? And that's why a lot of you nice guys look stupid when you get some liquid courage in you, and you think you're gonna pull a move on it. Like, oh, what is this? We don't do this. We really don't. All right, so now you look real stupid. Now, had you set the precedent from the start, you know what I'm saying? Had you kept it open and honest and fresh, you wouldn't have fell into the trap of being in the friend zone. So to reiterate, I'm not trying to make dogs out of anybody. I'm personally not a dog. I gotta be honest because I have a daughter, so I have to be respectful. Don't cross boundaries. Respect boundaries. And this isn't necessarily about dealing with women. It's just what I'm talking about right now. Okay? We all bleed the same. We all piss shit and throw up the same. All right? Don't turn yourself into a doormat. Okay? You keep making these settlements. You keep building your life around what other people want. Then you'll never have anything for yourself. And what is it worth holding on to your humility when you don't get anything you want out of this life? The woman you want is fucking with somebody else. All right, the opportunities you want given to the bold. What's left for you? What's really left for you? You playing it safe, working a nice little safe job, eating your turkey sandwich during lunch, being quiet. What's in it for you? All right. And a man too humble would say, you know what I'm saying? But you should be happy with having this. Yes, be grateful. Never settle. Never settle. You keep growing. All right. There's enough in this world for you. All right. And sometimes you got to step out of that box. Me, if you want to, want to kind of have a day in the life of what it's like to be me, I'm a fairly quiet guy, humble, respectful, with a little fire inside me. You know what I'm saying? And I pretty much keep it that way until it's necessary for me to leave that behind. I mean, some might say I needed drunken courage to kind of summon the FBI and the Homeland Security come looking for me. But a lot of things that I said to them when they did come, a lot of things that I would say with a sober mind. And now that I'm sober, it's my mission to be as honest as possible, and I'm not gonna let people walk on me. All right, I may be small, but I ain't the size of a doormat. Okay, and I have respect for myself, and I'm always going to be working on myself, and I'm always going to make sure that people aren't taking advantage of me and aren't trying to get over on me because I can burn a bridge so goddamn fast. It'd be like it was never built in the first place. I don't know. I thought I had some. I was about to say I could burn a bridge so fast I can cross it faster. I don't. But with that being said, check your humility at the door. Check your humility levels. Always be respectful. Don't take no shit.